Today I'm going to break down all the details about countdown timers for live streaming, like everything you need to know. Are you pumped and excited for today's show? I know I am. I see Soul Moon's in the house. I see Andy. Ecamm, of course, is in the house because this is the show I do with Ecamm themselves called Go Live Now. I'm from Live Streaming Pros, but we do a combo show, which is always exciting. I see Cindy in the house. Who's new? By the way, who is new? I would love for you guys to type new in the comments so they can give you a special shout out. Now, I had a bunch of questions about the music and about the countdown timer. We're going to talk countdown timers today, but one thing you need to know is what music do we use? In fact, Callie, our brand new community care. What's your title? Community care hero. That's what we titled her. Callie is over here learning day 2 of her new job. And she was asking, like, how do you not get copyright struck, right? So those of you who have that same question, that livestreamingpros.com/music epidemic sound, there's a free 30-day trial. That link is in the description. So go grab that because it has the most awesome music we have ever found. Robert, I will answer that during the show today. I promise you. Well, I saw some newbies. Hold on. Where are my newbies? Where did you guys go? Callie is lurking. Yes, she is. I missed all the new comments. Hold on. I'm scrolling up because I wanted to say hi. Hi, DJ Rev. How are you? Geeks Life is not new. David Foster, you are not new. I do have Christian new. Awesome. Everybody give them a warm welcome. Community care hero, right? It's a great name, and I just couldn't remember it because we were going back and forth. We were like, what do we call her? She's going to be taking care of you guys in the Live Streaming Pros Facebook and YouTube. Not Facebook yet. She's day 2. We're getting her there. All right. So I also saw somebody ask, what is, like, can you show me Ecamm? Yes, I can. So we use Ecamm for all of my streams. All of my streams are done through Ecamm. I have free training and a free trial for you guys. So if you haven't dug in to Ecamm, go ahead and hit that link in the description. It's a free trial, a free training series. I don't even ask for any email address. It's just there for you to get started quickly. All right. Are you guys ready to dig into all of this? I'm super excited about today's show because I get so many questions about it. All right, let's do it. Today, I'm going to break down all the details about countdown timers for live streaming, like literally everything you need to know, and then we'll do Q&A at the end in case there's more stuff you want to know. So we're going to tackle why a countdown timer helps your live streams. We're going to talk about the 5 different parts of a countdown timer. Yes, there are 5 different pieces to the countdown timers the way we do them. So we're going to dissect it today. Who's up for some science class today? Also, we're talking about what platforms countdown timers will work on and what they won't work on, and what software you can and cannot use a countdown timer with. These are questions that we have gotten over and over, so we're just going to break it all down for you. If you are new, type new in the comments. I would love to meet you. And if you are new, then you don't know me. I'm Larry Petrucci from Live Streaming Pros, where I help you create more professional live video that is uniquely you. And this is the show I do in conjunction with Ecamm Live, which is my favorite live streaming software for the Mac. We dig into how to get more out of Ecamm and increase your live video results. Welcome to Go Live Now. Hello, Hugh and Timothy, both new. We got a hashtag science for the win. Yeah, baby. Dissecting today. Now, I do get this question a lot. What do I use for my setup here with Ecamm. This is the setup. You can hit that link, livestreamingpros.com/GLN, in order to see all the details, get all the links, etc., etc. All right, so why should you use a countdown timer? Well, first of all, what is it exactly? So why should you use a countdown timer? You have to understand what a countdown timer is. So we're going to cover that. I'm actually going to do a little demo for you. And there are many different ways to do countdown timers. You can get really creative with this stuff, right? But the way we do it is we actually like to add a little bit of transparency to our countdown timer so that you can be a little voyeuristic if you like, and you can see behind the scenes. It looks like this. All right, so see, you have the transparency, you have this engaging visual, and the link to the music that we use and to where you can actually get your own countdown timer is in the description. But that is what a countdown timer looks like, and the reason that we use it is for a few different reasons. Well, one, the peak number of viewers come in on your live stream at around the 18 to 20 minute mark on Facebook, around the 10 to 15 minute mark on YouTube. And so it gives people time to get in and get settled and give you time to get to that peak before you're closing it out, right? So let's say you do a 20-minute live stream on Facebook. Well, they're just now showing up and then you're done and you're out of there, right? So it gives your viewers a little bit of time to get those notifications. It also creates habits with your audience. And if you're not creating habits, guys, that is one of the most important things about building your audience. You must create habits. That's why we go live at the same time every single week. That's why us every single day. That's why you upload your videos at the same time every week, right? It's a habit forming, and people will come into our countdown timers, into the pre-show, and hang out, they'll chat, they'll talk about what they're drinking or eating or the weather of the day or whatever. They'll just talk, which means we're creating engagement. And who wants, raise your hands in the comments right now, who wants some more engagement? I know you do, because the algorithms love engagement. They see that, they benefit you because you're getting engagement. So with the whole voyeuristic thing, with the whole behind the scenes way we do the countdown timer, it creates massive engagement, especially since I'm dancing, we're having fun, I get people involved in the chat room, right? All of that good stuff. And it also allows you to add a little bit of personality into your pre-show. I see a whole bunch of hands going. Yeah, everybody wants engagement. We need engagement in our streams in order to do them well. So Ecamm says, sure, why not? Nice. Yes, so all the thumbs up for engagement. Okay, so we're on the same page about why you would want to use it. And so actually I want to tackle a question that I saw come through during the pre-show, which was, I would like to see kind of the data behind, like countdown timer versus not. Now, is there any scientific, reports being done by Facebook themselves or anything like that? No, but we have been doing this for years. We've done it with and without, and our students do it with and without. And we look at all of that data and we know for a fact that this, in most cases, is a benefit to you instead of a drawback. So just to set your mind at ease. Now let's dig into the 5 parts of a countdown timer. I want to dissect this countdown timer for you. I don't know of a better way to describe it other than dissect. All right, we're gonna wash our hands before we dissect. Got it, Sean. Now, when it comes to a countdown timer, I want you to think in layers, okay? So we've got different assets, and when I say assets, I mean all of the different pieces that you're going to see today. Assets are graphics, their timers, their all the different things that you're going to see in this demo. And so I actually am going to actually build this out for you guys so that you know exactly the parts of a countdown timer the way we do this. Okay, now I am using Ecamm, and I'm going to go into live demo mode here. Now I'm using Ecamm, and we have, like I said, we have a free trial to use Ecamm and to learn Ecamm and how to set it up. That link is in the description as well. We also, at Live Streaming Pros, this is not an official Ecamm thing or anything, but at Live Streaming Pros, my business, what we've done is I'm going to come out of live demo mode real quick. What we've done is actually provided a done for you file. You're going to see this in action if you get one of our countdown timers. The magical Mr. Paul Dixon, our graphic designer, created a bunch of different colors and different styles of countdown timers for you so that you don't have to actually beat your head against the wall trying to create one yourself. And you know it's going to be professional and you don't have to pay out the wazoo because it's only 27 bucks. What? Yeah. All right. So that link is in the description and coming to you in comments right now. So let's go into demo mode and you're going to see what I mean. So there are 5 different pieces to your countdown timer. And I'm going to actually create a brand new file here. There's a little behind the scenes action going on, right? So I'm going to create or choose my camera. That's much better. I like the look of that much better. I like it. Gothic Agelec, I can't say your name, says, where's the link already? Share and take my money. And the link is in the description, so go click that. Now, as we look at the different pieces, the camera is your first piece, right? So the camera is layer 1, right? We're gonna think in layers today. So camera is layer 1, and that is what we've chosen. Now we're going to add the other layers, okay? So I'm gonna actually click my finder. And when you actually buy one of our countdown timers, you get this file. And for vMix and Ecamm, by the way, you get a file that will literally load in everything for you. And so you see I have all of my assets up here in the scenes window. I'm actually going to overdo that, and we're going to double click this file. And guess what happens? Bam! We've set everything up for you, so you don't have to. So now we have the main camera, that's layer 1, right? Now we're gonna click the countdown timer, and we have 2 different layers right here. Okay, so we have the show starts in and the countdown timer itself. These are 2 of the different pieces. But first, we're going to add in the file itself, right? So the movie file is an actual part of this whole process. It's 1 layer. So I consider it the second layer. We're going to add an animated overlay. And then we're going to come down here and like whatever, if you make your own file, if you buy one from us, whatever, it's this, a movie file, right? And so we're going to open that and we're going to choose add animated overlay. Bam. Drag it all the way to the edges, get it all the way to those edges. All right, so that's the movie file layer. But because we're thinking in layers, what we want to do is actually bring this down underneath those other layers. See the difference? So it's over the text asset and the countdown file. So that text is washed out, if you will, right? So I'm going to drag this down into the bottom layer, and then it's going to be visible and white so that it stands out on camera. Okay, so we have the camera, layer 1, the movie file itself, which is layer 2, and then the 2 other assets right here, which are the show starts in. This is a text file. This is just text, okay? So you can just double click, add your text, and you can add text yourself just by going into overlays, new text overlay. And then you have the countdown timer itself. That's your 4th layer and part of your countdown clock. And so you can set the time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever floats your boat, choose your fonts, all of that good stuff. And then, all right, so we have 4 different layers, right? Now we need the 5th layer. By the way, you do have to make sure that this is looping, okay? Otherwise, you don't see the cool animations. We want the cool animations for sure. All right, the files are really small. By the way, I see questions coming in. For example, this file itself is 29 megs, but we provide you a zip file if you got it from us. So if you're creating it yourself, I don't know how big that's going to be. All right, so what we're going to do now is add some music. In the sound effects panel, you've got the countdown music, and I have loaded in music. As I mentioned, we use Epidemic Sound. We have a link to a free 30-day trial to make sure that you like that music in the description. But what we want to do is load in all of our music into a folder and then click this gear button and add it to the scene. So now we have music added to our countdown, and that is the 5th element of your countdown timer, your whole countdown timer setup, okay? And then you're gonna definitely want to mute. I can't mute it because otherwise, you wouldn't hear me. So those are the elements of a countdown timer. Now it has been dissected. I'm gonna come out of live demo mode. I always forget to do that. And I see all the questions coming. We're gathering those questions. We're gonna tackle them here in a minute. Now, one thing I wanna make sure is that like we've gotten this question so much. What platforms will countdown timers work on? Okay, so platforms, when I say a platform, it's where viewers watch you. Okay, so Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, private streams, even like Vimeo Live, if you're doing some kind of fancier setup on your whole website and sending people who have paid for something to your website, so a private stream will work. If you're using Ecamm or vMix, we're going to talk about that in a second. You also can, right now, there's a whole bunch of iffiness about Zoom, but you could potentially send this to Zoom or other video conferencing software so that you can use that. Now, like I said, there's right here and now, as I'm recording this, Zoom is trying to take that feature away, and so it may not be the case in the future. Now, you cannot do Instagram or TikTok. You cannot use these countdown timers with either of those platforms, okay? Because you can't stream to those from your desktop. All right, and we have videos about Instagram streaming from desktop. If you need that, just let our mods know in the comments, and we'll get you a link. Okay, now let's talk about software. I mentioned software, but I want you to know what you can and can't use a countdown timer with. So first and foremost, let me break down the 4 levels of live streaming so that you understand this software conversation. Level 1 of live streaming is your phone. Super simple, super easy, but you're not gonna get countdown timers out of this, okay? Now, level 2 is cloud-based services. So you're on your desktop at this point, and you're going to, something like StreamYard or Lightstream or Be Live or whatever. That's a level 2 software because it's cloud-based. And you are not going to be able to use countdown timers with those services at a level 2 natively. And then there's level 3, which is software that you download onto your computer, and our recommendations, there are a lot of them out there, but our recommendations are Ecamm for Mac, obviously, since I use it, and vMix for PC. Now, there are other options out there. So if you use any other level 3 softwares, those will also work for bringing a countdown timer into it, like OBS or Wirecast, which we don't recommend, but those other solutions that you might have in your workflow, those could work with a countdown as well. Okay, So, that is what you need to know about the, about the platforms and about the software. And if you have additional questions, please do type those questions in the chat room so that we can answer those in our Q&A section. But remember, countdown timers can really add to your production. One, it makes you look more professional. It creates engagement. It creates a habit formation with your audience. And it really allows you to, kind of have this process that people get used to, hence the habit. And so people will show up, they'll hang out early to wait for you to go live, and they'll dance along with you if you choose to be like me and dance during your countdown timers. It is not required, but now you know the 5 layers to your countdown timers. And again, if you want one from Live Streaming Pros, that's me, then you can actually get one. Paul Dixon, our magical graphic designer, he's just freaking amazing. He's created a bunch of styles and colors to match your brand so that you can download those and you can put them into your production. And I showed you how easy it is. We provide that done for you file, so you can just get it. You can be done with it. You don't have to beat your head against the wall. You don't have to hire somebody to do it for you. It's just easy breezy, and it already looks great. So that's where you can go to get your own at livestreamingpros.com/graphics. And now I am excited to dive into Q&A. So if you're watching the replay, thank you so very much for hanging out with us. I will see you next Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific.